It was a bubble. Her breasts made a bubble in the rain. See into the chamber, said Polly. See the shadow of the icy hand that took a spool and made rainbows. Molly felt a curious lull, like an opium dream. A single drop made a rainbow and a big, big bubble. Again, ready for anything, they passed into another chamber, and Molly said, "See the blood in the bubble." There came a faint cry, and Molly and Polly clutched at the instant. Distorted though it now was, another bubble floated by with a low, choking cry, and they stared with dilated eyes. No other sound disturbed the silence. Mother lay on the altar. On her forehead were etched strange designs. "Oh, see the sinister crimson light," cried Polly. Mother, though still sleeping, laughed hysterically. Molly laughed. "Punish her," she sang. "Make another rainbow." A great shadow engulfed the altar, and Mother disappeared. In her place, a rainbow of human faces, frozen in terror, spread across the chamber. "How it shines!" cried Polly. Molly blew another bubble, and another, and another. "Oh, see the sun, a huge, shapeless, black blot." "One day it rained, and then the world was empty," said Molly and Polly. Horror hung over them as she clapped her hands to make more rainbows where there was no sky. Titty herself began the bombing. The red light blinked again, and heard Titty weep. The stool let go the second bomb, and Titty put her pudding into a short run because she was dead. And so Titty, leveling off, opened up the bomb bay door to weep. Or maybe Titty stood the stool on the stove. Maybe Titty upset her pudding and said, "Titty, why did we make a pudding?" Now the bomb bay door began to weep. Titty blinked at the instrument panel and let fly with, "Oh, I knew Clever had time to get up while Titty made a pudding on the stove." Titty knew her pudding killed Titty. The 500-pounder began to weep. Titty picked up speed and blinked again. Titty said, "Now I shall let the second bomb go creak." Titty is dead, and Titty weeps, and the stool hops on the stove. Titty saw the black broom sweep. It swept the wind over the burning city, and another black broom swept it back. The door went past at great speed. Titty knew once the stool hopped and the black broom swept that bombs were molting into little flowers of flame. The little stool said, "Oh, Titty is dead." The third light blinked, and that was the incendiary bomb. Titty knew once the stool hopped and the window creaked that the bomb bay slammed. Then she knew that Clever would begin to weep. Now, the moment the fourth bomb blinked, the axe began to cut. The axe broke the stool. Then the steel smelter puffed and dissolved into a red and black cloud of vibrating bombers. Titty put the nose of the stool on Titty and began a deep dive. Titty looked at the broom. The broom broke the window. A ruptured duck fell on the house. The house fell on a tree. The tree fell and broke the axe. The axe killed Pity. Too late to shed my leaves, said the tree, as Clever dropped the last 500-pounder.